Caesar's large, hot and ready bacon-wrapped deep dish pepperoni and bacon pizza wrapped in over 3.5 feet of bacon for just $12 at participating locations plus tax.
Pizza.
Now, someday Little Caesars will come out with a commercial that makes me laugh. They're trying very hard. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about what is going on here. By the way, I talked a lot about Alexander Ovechkin putting a knockout punch on a Carolina Hurricane, who thought we'd ever be calling him that, had to say about the playoff series that resumes tonight.
Yeah, we knew they were going to make a push, obviously. It's a situation when the fans going to be cheering for you, it is going to be loud, and it's good. I think both teams liked it, and we're going to try to get it in our hands and play much better.
I had to tell you, I am hitting the wall right now. Marky Bilson, Tri-City Sports Now. But you know who can't afford to hit the wall as we speak? Well, it's the Unicoi County baseball team. By the way, congratulations to the softball team, who 2 days ago defeated Sullivan South 11-1. And Unicoi County still leads the Three Rivers Conference with a perfect 10-0 record, and they are 20-4 overall. Meanwhile, Unicoi County coming there. Will be broadcasting. It's a Tuesday, by the way. The Johnson County, Unicoi County baseball game. Johnson County trying desperately to avoid the play-in game that seems to be a sure bet that will occur between Sullivan Central and Happy Valley. So we will have Johnson County and Unicoi County baseball for you on April the 23rd. Unicoi County Sports is brought to you by Irwin's favorite dentist, Dr. Jason Cunningham, Unicoi County Gas Utility District, Health and Home Care of Irwin, Unicoi County Insurance Agency, the Computer Guy in Irwin, Irwin Utilities, Irwin Paint and Body Shop, Clinchfield Federal Credit Union, Jones and Church Farms, Unicoi County. Here yesterday was that Jerome the Southern Conference race a bit more wide open. The other thing, though, how to prevent something like that, you got to pay the players. Whether that'll trickle down to ETSU, I don't know. However, it is about show me the money. And that's what Jerome Rodriguez said. And guess what? You cannot blame him. Do not blame him one bit. Not one bit. The Atlanta Braves may need to get into the Craig Kimbrel sweepstakes. Braves, their ace closer, Arodys Vizcaino, will miss the rest of the year after undergoing right shoulder surgery. Underlings hasn't really stunk. He's allowed one run, but that's it. Regardless, the Braves now may be getting into the Craig Kimbrel sweepstakes. Of course, the former Red Sox reliever has talked about the Milwaukee Brewers, or at least the Milwaukee Brewers have been linked to Kimbrel, one of the teams that he might be going to. Their level of interest is going to depend on whether their own closer, Jeremy Jeffress, can return to pitching effectively as he is overcoming a shoulder injury. So there you go. Kimbrel, his asking price is almost certain to come way down. One of the best closers in the game, has 333 saves, lifetime of 191 ERA, and make Kimbrel the rich man. See here, by the way, Craig Kimbrel's latest contract demands, according to, well, let's see here, these were of the weekend. Kimbrel stuck to his guns, and even as late March was seeking a 5-year deal worth about $100 million. Nice work if you can get it. And remember, he's only pitching 1 inning a game. And teams don't like to pay for closers anymore. So There you go. They figure it's one, and you get one pitch, a fastball, you can locate it. You can make a decent closer. You're only going around the order once. Also, Kimbrel, as I said, he has been linked very much to the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers, with Yelich and such being one of the better teams in Major League Baseball, it appears, this year. Remember, they went to the Final Four last year. Anyway, all news going on now. And finally, I mentioned that Joey Votto popped out after 6,800, after basically 10 years. First time that Votto of the Reds popped out. Reds were swept by the Dodgers. But that's probably not as bad as what happened for the Steven Matz. This was earlier in the week. Was called on. He got the start. He faced 8 hitters in the first inning. Did not record a single out. And it's only the 5th time in Major League history that a starting pitcher faced 8 hitters without recording an out. All of the time, it was starting pitchers, by the way. Nobody came in and didn't have any other relievers or something like that. It has basically been a recent phenomenon. You might have thought that back in the Oakland in 90s. And then, Reds fans, do you remember Paul Wilson? He had 2 starts, one in 2003 and one in 2005, in which he failed to record an out and he faced 8 or more hitters. Not surprisingly, the team loses all these games and such. So there you go. That's a note of infamy. What do we have here? That you're listening to 1420 WEMB Sports Radio, Tri-Cities. Tomorrow, I will be talking baseball with Josh Brown of Nakahoma Nation. Brown, of course, does a nice podcast, follows the Braves. Used to be a writer for a newspaper. Going to take Friday off. We will talk to him on Monday at 1 p.m. So that's the case with that. Tri-City Sports Now. I'm Marky Bilson. Trying to find a few more things here. Remember the draft next week. And getting back to Jerome Rodriguez, I mentioned, the way that is going to resolve itself. And it does. It opens up the Southern Conference race again. You still pretty much figure ETSU is going to be the favorite. And heck, let's face it, have to be going and grasping at straw. It's won by Marshall, but they beat Green Bay in the finals. And, of course, Green Bay in the first round of the tournament knocked off ETSU, which looked to be one of the favorites. The reason why Rodriguez, along with Maladen Armas, were out specifically suggests we're looking maybe tomorrow we will actually talk to Jay McCauley, the new head coach at Wofford. So we're looking forward to that. And you can bet that I will be talking about these things to him. Hey, Bilson, boy, am I at the wall right now. I'm just going to give you a quick reminder that our next Unicoi County baseball I'm hitting a wall. Health and Home Care of Irwin, the Unicoi County Insurance Agency, the Computer Guy of the Clinchfield Federal Credit Union, Jones and Church Farm, Relay for Life of Unicoi County, and Jones Hardware. They all sponsor Unicoi County Baseball, and I want to thank you for listening to those ads for the second time, because I think somewhere along the lines of the baseball and softball season, I may have forgotten to read the sponsors on the air. So there you are. Anyway, we're going to try to get McCauley. We will talk to Josh Brown about the Braves. By the way, the Braves are the Cleveland Indians, who are 11-7, and Tampa, not Boston. Tampa Bay leading the American League East. The Rays are 14-5, and the Yankees are 8-9. So it's a 5.5 game lead for the Rays. Worked for them. Anyway, Colin Coward is next. I will see you tomorrow. I'm Marky Bilson. So long, everyone.